Hello, I am AnnMarie, and welcome to a sample of Yin Yoga. We will start off by moving into a Yin shape, which is a foot stretch. So what we will do is tuck our toes under, making sure all our toes are tucked under. And then we will sit back on our heels. If that is too tense for you to stay for a minute or so, move your weight forward. If you would like it to be more intense, move your weight back. As you adjust to figure out where you would like to be, you're looking for what we in Yin Yoga call the edge. That's a level of intensity where you can feel it, but it doesn't feel like too much, and it doesn't feel too easy. In Yin Yoga, we stay in each of our shapes, typically from 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes in the more difficult shapes, we stay in for just a minute. It depends on what level we're at and what we're doing each day. So you have found the edge for you to be in this shape, and you have stayed still in that shape, and you have spent time. So you have just fulfilled the 3 principles of Yin Yoga. Let's move out of that shape because I imagine your toes are ready to do that. And between shapes, we do an echo. So we uncurled our toes, and it might feel good to simply plant or flex them, have them lie on the mat as you're in tabletop position, or it might feel good to wiggle your feet a bit. Now we're going to move into variations of dragon poses. And to go into the first one, we will be taking our leg and moving it forward into a low lunge. Low lunge in Yang world, dragon in Yin world. And you may keep your hands down on the floor. You may choose to have blocks. You may put your hands on your thigh and come up high into a bit of a crescent arch. And while you spend your time in the stillness of the Yin pose, at your edge, you can allow your focus to blur and your attention to come to the sensations in your body. As you stay here, it may become evident to you that you could go a little deeper. Your edge has moved. So you can interrupt your stillness to adjust a tiny bit. And now we're going to move into the second variation. For that variation, we move our hands or our blocks inside our foot, and we will allow our knee to move out, our leg to abduct at the hip, and I'm on the outside edge of my foot, on the baby toe edge of my foot, and I am once again going to elongate my spine, raise the crown of my head, gaze forward. I could close my eyes if I wanted to, or I can let my focus blur as I move deeply into the sensations of this shape. You will notice that Yin poses are slow compared to the past poses of many Yan practice. Yin poses tend to be cooler, more deliberate, more passive than the Yan poses. And now we will move into the third dragon variation, which will be a dragon flying low. So I will take you down with your forearms on the blocks and settle there. Now remember, you're finding your edge, so maybe the blocks need to be lower. And you may go as low as you need to go to find that edge. You may remove the blocks and have your forearms on the floor, if that's the level of flexibility you have. And then we find our stillness. And this time, let's seek our yin breath, which would be an inhale for a count of 5 and an exhale for a count of 5. So let's do that together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try that on your own for 2 more breath cycles. And then with a nice, slow, easy breath in, we'll move out of this shape into an echo for this shape. So I've chosen to be in tabletop. I'm using blocks. You can choose to use the blocks or not. You can choose to stay still in your echo or to do something like floss, using movement, moving through a flossing action. Your choice. And after our echo, we are ready to go into our second side. So stepping through into that low lunge type shape called a dragon in Yin, beginning with a high dragon, either using blocks under our hands or putting our hands on our thigh, finding a bit of a crescent shape in our spine, gazing at the wall in front of us, perhaps letting our focus blur or even closing our eyes, finding our stillness and allowing time to pass. And while the time passes, the joint capsules that are under the stress of being put in a shape at your edge are attracting energy. They are attracting what ancient Chinese medicine calls qi. The qi comes to those joint capsules that are feeling the tension of being pulled or compressed. Moving into the winged dragon now. So your block comes to the inside of your foot. Your leg abducts out, falling onto the outside edge of your foot, the baby toe side, not the baby finger, baby toe side. Finding a little bit of back arch, elongating your spine, raising the crown of your head towards the ceiling, gazing at the wall and let your vision blur, allowing the energy flowing along the meridians of your body to be attracted to any blockages that are in the joints that we are putting tensile force on. So reviewing or revisiting the chi style of breath through our nostrils, inhaling for 5 counts, exhaling for 5 counts. And you may have found your edge moved, and you can ease a little deeper or need to ease a little deeper to refine that edge. As you allow yourself to be very still and allow time to pass. And then slowly moving into the third version, the dragon flying low, coming down on your forearms on high blocks, medium blocks, low blocks, whatever puts you at your edge, or no blocks, arms on the floor. You found your edge. Find your stillness. Perhaps let your head hang down a little bit, stretch the back of your neck, gazing down at the floor or closing your eyes. As time passes, holding your stillness, allowing time to pass, allowing the magic of putting your joint capsule under stress over time to work on your body. Revisit your breathing, inhaling for a 5 count, exhaling for a 5 count. And then very slowly, remember yin is slow, very slowly moving yourself out of this shape, bringing your legs back. And I've chosen to echo here in a child's pose. So drawing yourself back into a child's pose. And in your child's pose, it might feel really nice for your wrists if you make 2 fists and flex your wrists so your knuckles go up towards the ceiling. And then you may put yourself into Shavasana for the next few minutes. While you're in Shavasana, I will take my leave. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in class.